please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so today we're going to be continuing our series looking at my favorite players at each position on every NHL team, and we've moved on now to the Metropolitan Division after finishing up the Atlantic, and we're going to start today with the New York Rangers. Now, before we begin, I just ask that you please hit that subscribe button if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, as those likes really help out a lot and are much appreciated. But let's get into it here. Looking at my favorite New York Rangers, starting at left wing, where I have certainly Artemi Panarin. I am a huge fan of the Breadman. He is so much fun to watch. Incredibly exciting player, really good goal scorer, really good playmaker, can really do it all on the ice. He's obviously his first season with the Rangers was a massive success, and he's an absolute superstar in this league. He's also a really funny guy off the ice, has a great personality, and really is one of the more likable players in the league, I think. So Artemi Panarin is definitely my favorite left winger on the Rangers. Moving on now to center, Mika Zibanejad is certainly my favorite center. The absolute superstar that he has grown into over the past few seasons is just unreal. Awesome guy to watch. Really fun player. Obviously, he's been on my radar as far as favorites go for a few seasons now, but with how good he's been this past year and even last year too, it's just unbelievable how great he's become, and he's become an absolute superstar in this league, and I'm really happy for him, and he's been one of my favorite guys for a while, and just a really fun, exciting player to watch. And at right wing, I have Brendan Lemieux. Now, I know that he normally plays left wing, but he's played both sides, and there weren't really any other right wings on the Rangers that I particularly loved. I do really like Brendan Lemieux. Hate his dad, absolutely hate his dad, but Brendan is, really physical guy, my kind of player, always keeps the game interesting. Obviously not at all shy about getting involved physically, not shy about dropping the gloves. And, just a really physical, fun, hard-working guy. And I really like Lemieux. I would certainly want him on my team. And he can chip in offensively as well. I think that's what kind of sets those fourth-line guys apart. Like the ones that are just there to be physical and just there to fight usually don't last that long. But the ones that can also chip in offensively and actually score goals and actually play hockey generally have much longer careers, stick around a lot longer, and in general, I think are much more well-liked players for the most part. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of Brendan Lemieux. I love, watching any Rangers game when he's in the lineup. It's like, all right, well, now this game's automatically more interesting with Brendan Lemieux playing than if he wasn't. Moving on now to defense. My favorite defenseman on the Rangers might catch some people by surprise, but it is Ryan Lindgren. I am a huge fan of Ryan Lindgren. I love the way this kid plays. He is a hard-nosed, physical, in-your-face player, and my kind of stay-at-home defenseman. He was a Bruins prospect. He never played for the Bruins, but he got traded to the Rangers as part of the Rick Nash deal a couple years ago. Obviously, now looking back, I wish Boston did not get rid of Lindgren. I wish they literally could have traded almost anyone else but Lindgren. He's going to be a really good middle pair defenseman, I think, for a long time in the NHL. I really love what he brings to the table. I love his style of play, his hard-nosed mentality, his physicality. He's my kind of defenseman for sure. So I'm a huge fan of Ryan Lindgren. Second defenseman is Jacob Trouba. I've always liked Trouba. Going back to, he obviously broke in with Winnipeg and played there for a while. Now he's in New York. I've always liked Trouba. I think he's a really solid young defenseman. I think he's going to be a really good guy for a long time to come. The absolute workhorse. He plays big minutes every night, which is always great to see. And he's good two-way. He's a good two-way guy. He can put up points. He can score. He can add offense, but he's also good in his own end and can play physical when you need him to. I really like Jacob Trouba a lot. I think he's a good piece to build around on that back end, along with, a lot of their other pieces as well. And finally, goaltender. Based on what I saw this past year, it's Igor Shesterkin. I think this kid is going to turn into an absolute superstar goalie. I think he's going to be one of the top 10, maybe top 5 goalies in the NHL at some point when he's in his prime. He is just so good. I saw him playing in the AHL with the Hartford Wolfpack, and he was absolutely unbelievable down there. Then he, ended up getting called up to the NHL and playing NHL games and putting up unbelievable numbers at the NHL level. So I have really high hopes for Igor Shesterkin. I think he is the goalie of the future for the New York Rangers. I think he's going to be a top NHL goalie, maybe even a Vezina Trophy winning goalie. And I think he's just absolutely outstanding. So those are my favorites by positions, building a line for the New York Rangers. At left wing, Artemi Panarin. At center, Mika Zibanejad. At right wing, Brendan Lemieux. On defense, Ryan Lindgren. On defense, Jacob Trouba. And in goal, Igor Shesterkin. So with that, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe on social media. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.